Hey guys, this is Force Games, and I'm back to your reaction to Miles Morales Spider-Man vs. Static Shock Death Battle. The Season 7 premiere. I think it's Season 7 at least. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh boy, imagine my surprise when I saw that this is the battle that's gonna happen. Of all the people to fight Miles Morales. Another Marvel, and it's a Marvel versus DC, so, you know. Alright, so yeah, who do I think is gonna win? I have no idea. I hardly know anything about Miles Morales and what his feats and strengths are, and I know he has spider sense and the, taser, and he has taser hands and like, can turn invisible, and static shock is like very electricity based. I'm not quite sure how this is gonna go down, but yeah, not really sure what's gonna go down, but I can't wait to see how this new season of Death Battle gets started. So let's just jump right in. We'll start the video in 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey Wiz, you know what time it is? Thanks
Okay,
to our sponsor, it's
okay.
Miller time. You too can chill out with a delicious Miller Lite. Nothing
I'm not-
simpler
I'm
than
not
taking a
going
break
to.
from the internet to share some
I'm not going to be
suds
drinking
with
any
your buds.
alcoholic
Frankly, it
products
sounds like
in
a good time to
my
debate this
in the
matchup,
foreseeable
or,
future.
Get the victor right. When there's a great tasting 96-calorie Miller Lite, friends should always come before followers.
Here's to the original light beer, the original social media. It's Miller time.
Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per ounce.
Alright, let's get to it.
Throughout the earths of Marvel and DC Comics, there are hundreds, no thousands of superheroes
They got a new
saving
look?
the day. But what if I told you there were even more across the multiverse?
Oh great, as if we don't have enough to keep track of already.
Miles
Yeah,
Morales,
fair.
the Spider-Man of Marvel's Earth number 1610.
And Static,
Why do you look like
genius
this?
from DC's Dakotaverse.
I don't like
He's
this.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Are they not going
And
to
it's
address
our
it?
job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I am not fond of this change.
At
There's
first
a lot of
glance, the
changes I
world of Earth
can get
1610
along with.
isn't so
That is
different from
not
our own.
one of them.
But look closer and you'll find Coca Soda instead of Coca-Cola, PDNY officers instead of NYPD.
And a hamburger and fries can cost $30,000 goddamn dollars.
But perhaps
yeah.
the greatest difference in this so-called Ultimate Universe was that Peter Parker, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, was dead.
Enter Miles Morales. He was your typical kid from Brooklyn and didn't have much to worry about except his overbearing mom
Never
and dad.
ties his shoes.
Hey kid, appreciate your folks while you have them. You never know when they're gonna pull a surprise Uncle Ben.
Well, Miles spent
It wasn't
most
his
of
parents,
time
it
with
was his
more
uncle.
laid-back Uncle Eric, who turned out to be a secret super criminal.
Totally relatable. Anyway, during one of his heists into a secret lab, Aaron accidentally scooped up a spider. The next time Miles visited, the spider got loose and...
Yeah,
you
you
know
can
what
see
happens.
this. Yeah, you can see where this is going. And I love the
This
movie. The
spider
movie was
carried the genetic
fantastic.
enhancing Oz formula. Yet another attempt to recreate Captain America's infamous super soldier serum. It had previously transformed Peter Parker into the first Spider-Man.
Wait a minute, who came up with the idea to store the super serum in a friggin' spider?
Scientists can be weird sometimes.
Yeah, they can.
Maybe next time put it in something that can't walk away. It's got 8 legs. That's
Fair.
like 4 times more walking power.
Sure. Either way, with his new powers, Miles donned red and black to become the ultimate Spider-Man.
As the newest spider lad on the block, he does whatever a spider can. He's super strong, super fast, and has the overpowered super radar, the spider sense.
After meeting Peter's Aunt May, Miles took up the classic web shooters, complete with multiple types of long to short range webbing.
Yet another tool that would be perfect for snagging a beer from the fridge without leaving the couch.
Boomstick, he was a teenager.
Different universe, different drinking laws, right? And also, like Peter, he can stick to walls.
I just
style.
Yes, like some
I don't know
spiders,
what
Miles can control
their
his
mouths
bodies
are
into
just
atomic
really
attraction,
weird.
essentially sticking to walls like a magnet. However, unlike Peter,
I
this
cannot get
subatomic
behind this
electron
change.
manipulation gave Miles a few extra moves of his own.
Yeah, the kid's got electric powers. He can zap people with a quick touch, fire off massive explosions, and even turn invisible. Wait,
like
what's
Boomstick looks
that
like
got to do
Joe,
with
Jack
shocking people?
Nicholson Joker.
This venom
Like,
sting can
just
even take
the
out the
smile
Ultimate
is just way
Universe's
too
Electro,
wide.
a being literally made of electricity.
Like,
but
it's
Miles
like-
didn't just shock him. he disrupted Electro's own
And,
charge.
and Wiz just has
Similar
a
to
really
miswiring,
small
sending too much
mouth.
electricity in one direction and shorting out your computer when somebody forgot to plug it into the surge protector.
Wiz, you know I don't believe in protection for anything. It's going in raw.
Anyway, as the new Spider-Man, Miles obviously had a lot to live up to. After his Uncle Aaron died in front of him,
Ha! Told you somebody would pull a Ben!
Miles pushed past the heartache. He persisted, living up to Peter's ideals, and eventually stepped out of his shadow to be Spider-Man in a way only he could.
Oh yeah, what's up, Danger? He can blast apart a building-sized monster and survived being slammed around by the giant Cassie Lang. That's Ant-Man's daughter.
He's smart enough to hack military drones and quick enough to destroy an alien device in a microsecond. Essentially, he needed to open and close a portal in an impossibly short time frame to prevent an alien force from invading. It's a long story.
Point is, he's super fast. With his spider sense, he can react to things before they even happen.
Undetected by Peter, he's
tough too.
well camouflaged.
He even survived being caught in this giant super collider exploding.
Measuring the size of this hole using real-world maps of New York and solving for fragmentation, we know this explosion must have been equivalent to about 222 tons of TNT.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Sure, that's not technically canon to the comics, but guys, main series Spider-Man has done way crazier things. I mean, he has the same powers, and Miles has even beat the crap out of him. Classic Pete can bench press 130 tons, use his spider sense to dodge beams of light, and ripped apart Doc Ock's robo-arms, which once survived a 2-kiloton nuclear explosion. So I'd say the super collider feat checks out.
Unfortunately, Miles' electric powers can tire him out, and his spider sense does not protect him automatically, serving more as an alarm or proximity sensor.
Right.
But the youngins proved himself to be the best successor a Spider-Man could ever want, and more. He even got pulled into the main Marvel timeline when they blew up the Ultimate Universe. Miles Morales is truly one of the greats.
Don't wash your mouth, wash the hands.
Alright, now let's see what Static Shock is capable of.
Despite growing up in the most crime-filled neighborhood of Dakota City, Virgil Hawkins was a pretty chill guy.
He spent his time
I know
playing
some
D&D,
of the basics,
reading
including
comics,
what they went over in the
typical nerd
preview,
stuff.
but still,
he
I
had
don't know a
major
lot.
problem: the classic sitcom bully. No
yeah.
teenage story is complete without it.
During school, he was frequently harassed by local gang leader Francis Stone. Virgil's only refuge was one of his few friends, Larry Wade.
Larry convinced Virgil there was only one way to get rid of Francis for good: join his own gang and pack some heat. Things got, well, pretty intense, and Virgil wasn't having any of it. It was time to bail like DC Comics on their cinematic universe.
But the damage was already done. The police arrived
might
and
as
let
well
loose a
have bailed on
massive
it.
canister of what
I
seemed
don't
to
even
be
know
tear
what the
gas,
condition of it is right now.
but wasn't.
Yeah, this grape-looking mist was actually some experimental shit. It was supposed to tag each gang member so the cops could track them down later, but it was actually laced with radioactive quantum juice, which killed almost everybody. I hate it when that happens.
Luckily, Virgil was one of the few who survived, but the quantum juice still had an effect.
You could say he was shocked to find out what it did.
Yes, he began to develop electromagnetic powers. Before this, Virgil always felt out of his league, but now he was in a league of his own and became the superhero Static.
I put a shock to your system.
Hell yeah! With these new powers, the guy was unstoppable. He could blow shit up with electric bolts quick as lightning, make explosion balls called Nova Bombs, and taser people with punches to the face.
Right, but he's not just good at shocking people. Static can alter the electron attraction of any object or surface. He can erect extremely durable electromagnetic force fields that block most attacks. He can even move metal around like a hip young
Can
Magneto.
become electric
And
energy,
slip
wow.
metal under his feet to take to the sky. His favorite ride
Well, considering
is the
Electro
Static
is a
Saucer,
guy,
a
like,
giant
this shouldn't be any
frisbee that
different to
doubles
someone
as a
like
shield and
Spider-Man,
buzzsaw.
but then again, I don't know
Think
if
about
Miles
it.
has actually
Don't you wish your
fought
car
Electro,
could
so...
literally cut through traffic?
Obviously, turning superhuman overnight caught Virgil a bit off guard, but after a few speed bumps, he became a well-regarded superhero throughout the city of Dakota, even teaming up with fellow heroes like Icon and Rocket.
Icon and Rocket? Come on, where's Batman and Wonder Woman?
Oh, I should mention that while Static is part of the DC universe, he did not start there. See, Static was originally created by Milestone Comics, which eventually merged with DC.
Okay.
Their characters, including Static, existed in an alternate timeline known as the Dakotaverse. Then a guy named Dharma
Alternate
gained
timeline,
cosmic power and accidentally blew everything up, sending Static into the main DC timeline. It's really not too complicated.
Really?
I've actually been working on a device to peer into alternate timelines, but unfortunately it still needs...
Button! Well now, old chap, what were we discussing but a moment ago?
Oh, shite, don't you know? Let's figure out who yet wins a fatality kerfuffle.
Yes, I'm mad as hops. Let's begin, my fellow Ultra Cupidarian.
No, go back.
I regret everything.
Oh, I'll do it again.
No! I'm sure that's fine.
Well, no matter the universe, Static was
I hope it
always
changes you back to
one-upping
normal.
himself. He learned how to see ultraviolet light and how to make people glow. Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people?
That would be his ability to detect bioelectric auras. Static can also create power-draining plasma coils to disrupt the electrical impulses of others, and empower or heal himself by draining energy from outside sources.
Oh,
he can literally reattach his severed arm with shock power. I'm not even joking. Look at this. Since when could electricity do that?
What?
Clearly, Static has a lot of power at his beck and call.
He can survive.
I think DC might be getting another win.
Hundreds of tons, and once turned this
Caleb
huge
Raven
chunk of
with
ice
one
into slush in
zap,
just
wow.
a couple seconds.
Based on the size of the ice and the required change in temperature for such a feat, Static must have output energy equal to 180 tons of TNT.
He's quick enough to intercept
Close to
lasers
what Miles was
confirmed
able
be
to
beams of
survive, I
actual
guess.
light,
But
which is
I
pretty
don't think it's
darn
close
fast.
enough.
And in the cartoon, he actually shoved some quantum juice in some lockers and launched them out of orbit. These are typical school lockers, which can weigh up to 30 pounds each.
And fit approximately one nerd.
To throw 3 of these into space, they need to be moving nearly 3,000 times faster than sound, requiring a throwing force equal to 4 kilotons of TNT.
Damn. Okay, sure, that's not canon to the comics, but his electromagnetism could play tug of war with Superboy's telekinesis, which can lift 4 million tons. I'm not sure Static can go that far, but if he's anywhere close, it's still higher than throwing some lockers around.
Right.
So, despite Static's incredible power, insulators are his kryptonite, and he can run out of juice if he pushes himself too much.
But the guy's one of the coolest superheroes who rarely got his time to shine. Heck, he was good enough to join the Justice League. I think even Virgil himself was shocked to see how cool he really was.
Okay, whatever. Alright, let's see what this is going to entail.
All possibilities.
I'm leaning towards Static, more likely. I'm going to be rooting for Miles, but...
Can healthy be delicious?
Okay, Blue Apron
is
again.
here to
Okay,
prove
we're back
it
to
can.
this.
It's a new year, and
But yeah,
everyone's
considering everything
reevaluating
Static
their
was shown
lifestyle.
to be able
So
to
why not
be
try
able to
improve your
do,
eating habits?
I
It's
do
okay
think
if you
he's
don't know
gonna
where to
win.
start.
I'm
Blue
gonna be
Apron
still
has
be rooting
you
for
covered.
Miles simply
You
because
can
I
make a
prefer
plan
him.
just for you with
But
their ever-changing mix
If
of
someone's
options.
gonna win, if I had to place my money on someone,
Vegetarian,
it's gonna be on Static.
diabetes-friendly, WW-approved, 500-calorie or less, whatever you're looking for.
But about the Wiz and
it.
Boomstick
And
designs,
it'll be
I
sent
hate them.
right to your
Thanks.
door. Also, if you're concerned you won't know what to do once you have the ingredients,
like,
Blue Apron has that
Boomstick's
covered too.
smile is too wide. Well, his mouth is too wide, and Wiz's smile is too narrow. Like, can you even them out a bit?
With all the work we do here at
Equivalent
Death Battle, figuring out a
exchange,
cooking plan was
please.
always a chore, but not anymore.
So create a healthy
I
mealtime
do not
routine
let.
that works for you
Whoever
in
approved those
2020.
designs
Check out
must have been the
this
same
menu
guy
and
who
get
approved the
$60 off
Volume
when you
7
visit
Sean design
blueapron.com/battle.
from Ruby.
That's blueapron.com/battle.
Not that I've watched Ruby because I hate it, so
Blue Apron. Feed
this is the
your
only
soul.
Rooster Teeth show I'll be able to
Right now,
watch.
it's
It's time for a death battle! Okay.
Whoa! Watch where you're aiming. I got places to be tomorrow. For real? You attack me! Well, I got more than one electric psychopath to keep track of. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Whack. Hey.
Me? Getting zapped? What's up with that? I call that the shoulder touch.
The shoulder touch.
Call this my taser punch.
Alright. Look out. Oh, boy. Yeah, I think Miles at least has the speed to avoid whatever Static can throw at him, but I don't think he has enough power to actually, you know, take him down. Ooh.
Come on out, Spider Boy. Huh? No more flying pizza trays.
Right, he can sense him.
Okay, you've got surprises, but so do I.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah, but he can just reattach his limbs, though. Yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah, that, yeah.
You stupid. All I gotta do is... What? Plasma coil. If you hadn't noticed, this electric biz is kind of my thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Ouch.
That was tough.
KO! Looks like we're kicking off this year with a bang. Poor Miles, though.
Honestly, I'm surprised how this turned out. At first glance, Miles appeared to have a good chance of victory.
He was definitely physically stronger than Static. He would have totally won an arm wrestling contest.
But Virgil's overwhelming electric power put him at a level above the young Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, overall Static's feats were way above Spidey's, even when we scaled Miles to classic Peter Parker's biggest feats. Static definitely had the oomph to take Miles out, but Miles had no easy way to get around his force field.
The variety of techniques at Static's disposal also rent many of Spider-Man's abilities moot.
Like how Spidey's invisibility didn't matter when Static could light him up like a Christmas tree.
Right,
his speed was so similar to what the spider sense could give Miles that the super radar wasn't that big of a help. Remember, just because he knew an attack was coming didn't always mean he could dodge it in time.
And, well, shockingly, Static only needed to hit him once. See, his electromagnetic manipulation gave him control over Miles' wall crawling and other abilities. As soon as he got a hold of Miles' bioelectric aura, it was basically all over.
But hey, Miles and all the other Spider-Men fight Electro all the time, and they have no problem dealing with him. Why was Static any different?
Simply put, every iteration of Electro pales in comparison. He has no feats of power that come even close to Static, and frankly, he's an idiot. This was a fascinating matchup, but... Oh no, not again!
Yay! Mr. Morales put up a jolly good show, and yet Mr. Hawkins had him outdone in breathtaking power, stalwart defense, and veritable versatility.
Oh, he was just miles ahead of him, don't you know?
The victor is Static.
I still do not approve of those looks.
You want the battle
I
music
have
for
to,
yourself, you can get it
but I'm gonna have to put up with it.
And hey, the card
Oh
game
well,
is back
see,
in stock. Check that out.
I guess I was right. You know. All right, what's next? Oh, that's Sindel from Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that's who I figured she was gonna be fighting, Black Canary. So, yeah, that's who I figured. I figured it was gonna be, you know, her. Who else is it gonna be? But yeah, considering Black Canary's a vast history, I think she might have one up over Sindel. Unless Sindel has something that I don't know about. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, and it's... yeah. Okay, I pretty much called this. I do not approve of the Wiz and Boomstick designs, but the show's still good, so I'm gonna put up with it. So yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.